Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'll call this meeting of the Common Council to order. Would you please rise to the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, call roll, please.
Evans?
Here.
Moody?
Here.
Groton?
Here.
Burrows?
Here.
Mushka? Here. Schuster?
Here. Ooh, first item of business is the agenda approval. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second. Motion by Morose, second by Schuster. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Approved minutes of previous meetings. Is there a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Motion by Grattan,
Second.
second by Morose. Any further discussion on those? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Approved minutes of intervening meetings.
So moved.
Motion by Foodie,
Second.
second by Muchka. Any further discussion on those? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Public appearances. Brian, do we have you on here for an agenda item, or?
Yeah, I'm here for that jurisdictional transfer of IBW. If there's any questions for that.
Okay. Okay. Any communications from the clerk today?
None.
Nothing from me. Approved payments of bills, checks for $779,606.32. No vouchers, electronic transfers of $163,365.74. Is there a motion to approve the payment of bills?
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
Motion by Grattan, second by Schuster. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Groton?
Aye.
Schuster?
Aye.
Evans?
Aye.
Moody?
Aye.
Burrows?
Aye.
Mushka?
Payment of bills have been approved. Next, we have Resolution 64, 2023. Resolution to approve of mayoral appointments of election inspectors. Whereas the mayor has diligently searched for individuals willing to give of themselves by serving as election inspectors, and whereas the mayor wishes to make the following appointments for a 2-year term, which begins January 1, 2024, and ends December 31st, 2025. We have Jeff Bartlett, Michelle Black, Robert Durkee, Patty Evans, Richard Evans, Eric Donner, Kay Morose, Paul Morose, Jim Nobaum, Diane Runge, Jerry Stolzman, Robert Strassman, Jeanette Thran, Jeff Thran, Neil Whiting. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council, City of Juneau, accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council, the City of Juneau, this 12th day of December 2023. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Foodie, second by Schuster. Any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Moody?
Aye.
Schuster?
Aye.
Evans?
Abstain.
Groton?
Aye.
Burrows?
Abstain.
Mushka?
Aye.
Good thing you showed up, eh?
I do what I can.
Hey. Clerk Treasurer, any report tonight?
Nothing to report.
Everybody's happy with their tax bills?
Going well.
Well,
Just started yesterday.
I have no complaints paying my extra.
okay, moving on to written reports. Any questions on the building permit report, police department report, Juneau Fire and Rescue report, or the Juneau EMS report? Any questions or comments on those? Seeing none, we'll move on to reports of committees, commissions, and boards. Library report. Jeanette.
All right, will you take one, pass it on? I don't know if I want to stand by the mayor.
Don't
I don't know.
The for everybody.
Stand over here.
Yeah, the attorney done.
It's kind
All
of,
right, well, what's coming around is the library's first ugly Christmas sweater contest, and nothing's beating this because of Santa. That's a DJ. It's a pretty cool sweater, but we have a backdrop. So starting this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can come into the library anytime, open hours. We have a ugly sweater backdrop, and we'll take your picture in your ugly sweater. Then next week, your community will vote for whose sweater is the ugliest. So anyway, we all have them, or we can dig one out. So come on out. We would love to just have you celebrate. Actually, fun fact, Friday, December 15th is officially National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. So that's what's going around. Just a few other things. Tomorrow, we are having our annual family Christmas night. We invite people in the community, families, to register for our night. We've done the Grinch, we've done Rudolph, we've done Frosty, and now this year we're having a Charlie Brown Christmas. This is the menu that families in the community will be eating tomorrow night. Pigs in Linus's blanket, Woodstock wings, Marcy's mac and cheese, Pigpen's mini pickles, Charlie brownies, Snoopy's slush, Lucy's liquid snowman, and then we will watch Charlie Brown Christmas while we enjoy peppermint patties, popcorn. So we have 28 people coming to the library to enjoy the meal. Then we'll have about a half hour of family games. Getting those families interacting with their young children is a highlight of my year, to see families enjoying time together. So we're excited about that. And just through the remainder of this week, we do have a paper pie book fair going on at the library. Paper Pie is the new name for Usborne Books. We are partnering with a local rep, and all the profits will allow us to use that money to put Usborne books on our bookshelves in the library. So a great partnership. It's cash and carry. What you see at the fair, you can buy right there that day and take home and wrap for great gifts. There's an online order form as well, and if you order by tomorrow, guaranteed they'll be delivered before Christmas. So make sure you consider that for gift giving options. And then I just grabbed, do you recognize these, Dan? I don't know if you know. Do you know who Harry Potter is?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So these are all the Harry Potter movies. So the 3 days between Christmas and New Year's that the library is open, we are having a Harry Potter movie marathon. If you come on out, you can watch all 8 movies for Harry Potter. We'll have some fun interactive things, and of course popcorn as well. So something for the kids to do on Christmas break. Got a busy December.
Any questions for Jeanette?
We'll see you with your ugly sweater, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Thanks.
It's recorded, he will be there.
We got one someplace. Okay, moving on. Plan Commission, David.
We met, we discussed a conditional use permit that was issued for 525 South Fairfield. We heard testimony from the chief of police, and then the property owner and business owner, and no action was taken. The other thing we worked on was the transfer of ownership of the roadway on south end of Main Street, just outside the city limits. Evidently, we owned 316 feet south of Kent Street. We weren't aware that we owned that. When the county redid the highway, they sent us a bill for the footage that we could be paying for, seeing we owned it. And we see no reason to, it's all in the township. There's no access we have rights to for property there. So it makes more sense to bequeath it back to the county, 216 feet, and there'd be 100 foot that we would own from the intersection out of town, so that our corners are in there, what we make, so, for the intersection. So that'll be a little bit later. We also discussed another occupancy on 110 South Main Street. There's people living in that building downstairs where it's business again. So the chief was gonna send another letter to the people in, I believe it's Florida, to tell them that you can't put people in there anymore. So, and we had a porch railing as a property maintenance item for safety. Then, let's see, I have a resolution, 66-2023. Approve the transfer of ownership of roadway at the southern end of South Main Street to Dodge County. Whereas the Planning Commission recommends to approve transfer of ownership of 216 feet of roadway at the southern end of South Main Street to Dodge County as seen in Exhibit A. Now therefore be it resolved that the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau this 12th day of December 2023. I move for passage of Resolution 66-2023.
Motion by Grattan. Second by Evans. Discussion. Brian, maybe you can fill us in here. We're still confused how we ever wound up with that figure of roadway there.
Brian Field, I'm the Highway Commissioner. We kind of discovered this anomaly, if you will, when we started doing our design work for the reconditioning and repaving of Highway W from the city limits south. And what we realized is that the city does in fact have jurisdiction of a distance, I think you referenced 216 feet, of that roadway beyond the city limits, which really doesn't even meet the requirements. I don't know, we couldn't find in our records or in the highway register how this ever really prevailed, but it's there. So we recommend this jurisdictional transfer. It's a housekeeping issue more than anything. We did give the opportunity for the city to pay their portion of the bill if they'd like, but see no benefit to anybody doing that. We would promote the jurisdictional transfer, and that's what it is. There's no money exchanged. We take it over. We take over the maintenance and the responsibility of it. And again, as I said, kind of a housekeeping issue. It doesn't meet the standards. Technically, a community can't have jurisdiction to a highway outside their limits. They can't even have it if it's only on one side. We've got that condition in other communities, and Beaver Dam one comes to mind. One side of Highway G is town, the other side is city. The city would like to have had jurisdiction of it so they could do sewer and water improvements, but the state law doesn't allow that. It stays a county highway until both sides are occupied by the same jurisdiction. So I don't know how it happened. I don't think it really matters. If this body chooses to approve this resolution, we'll process the rest of it. We'll have to take a similar action at county board level, and then we'll submit all of this request to the DOT, and they will then make it a formal change. Probably not now until year 2024, but that's fine. We'll have done the housekeeping if we all agree to do this. No exchange of money, no expense to the city. We can just clean it up.
Yeah, the section in question has got Town Oak Grove on both sides. You're dealing with the Nails brothers on one side and the Weinheimer on the other, who's a young farmer too. So I don't ever think they're going to want to parcel those off to the city of Juneau. So there would be no benefit whatsoever to own and maintain that roadway. So
I would agree. I recommend you agree to this for all the reasons that have already been expressed.
any questions from anybody? We also got to do some mopping up. Even our southern boundary is goofed up on one side of W. It's farther south than the other side of W. So that's not even contiguous as it crosses County Trunk W. So, and that should all been taken care of at the time we had that ATC power line constructed across there. So I don't know how that got messed up. It's amazing what you come across at these plan commission meetings when you start digging into the maps and what have you. And all it takes is one guy to tell you, well, I can drive on that. That's my farm access. Well, no, you can't. That's in the city limits. No, it's not. So, you know, we've gone through this before, but we always try to work well with our neighbors and what have you. This is another prime example of working with the county for the benefit of our city, so. No other questions, roll call vote, please.
Groton.
Aye.
Evans.
Aye.
Foodie.
Aye.
Merose.
Aye.
Mushka.
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Resolution 66, 2023 is passed. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
I really wish our council meeting, or our county board meetings would move like this, council.
Well, you're welcome to stay.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Dave?
Nope.
Finance? Richard?
No meeting, so no report.
Personnel, okay.
We met and we had a joint personnel meeting last night. And we discussed the matter of wages, wage scales, raises based on performance, and just the general challenge of recruiting and, you know, keeping and maintaining our employees. So that was a good discussion, I felt, as the joint personnel. We are going to reconvene in March and try to tackle some of these issues earlier in the year than at the end of the year when we're doing the budget. So we will reconvene with our ideas about how to stay competitive and retain our workforce. We are also considering doing some kind of survey with our employees to get their input in, and their thoughts on how can the city of Juneau best recruit and retain work staff. And is it wages, is it benefits, is it other things that we as a small municipality offer that would be attractive to a work staff. So a lot of things were discussed. We didn't take any action. We will look at the starting wages of all positions because they seem to be low. And that was pretty much the meeting. At this point, this coming year, we will be status quo as far as it will be time-based wages versus performance-based for any particular section of employees. So that was the meeting, and I do have a couple, there was a resolution, first to the police. We did have negotiations several times regarding the police union contract, and we have a proposed agreement, and just the highlights of that agreement. You probably all read it word for word in your packet. But we did incorporate the MOU that we approved, I think, back in April. Basically, there's no response time anymore, so you know, officers can live wherever they think they can, we can get them from. And the lateral transfer that the chief can do, that has been incorporated. We also incorporated what we call a recruit officer, which is an officer that we would send to the academy. We set their wage, we set what reimbursement they would have to pay the city if they left the city before a certain amount of time, and you could look at the details in the agreement. With this, we also, you know, negotiated the wages. We added 2 years. There was only like 3 years. We added 2 more. This agreement is a 3-year contract, but the wages are only 2 years. They will be up for negotiation again. After 2 years, we could not come to an agreement on that 3rd year as to the wages of the police officers. So the entire agreement, everything else is agreed to for 3 years, but in 2 years, the wages will be opened up again. So that is the highlights of that agreement. Let me see if I can get to the resolution. Come on, you can do it. There. So I will read that resolution. It's Resolution 65, 2023. Approve WPPA Police Bargaining Contract 2024 through 2026. Whereas the Personnel Committee has reviewed and recommends to approve the agreement between the City of Juneau and the Wisconsin Professional Police Association Police Bargaining Contract for the 2024 through 2026, with changes shown in Exhibit A from the 2021 to 2023 contract. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau this 12th day of December 2023. I would move for passage of Resolution 65, 2023.
Motion by Morose, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Foodie, any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Rose,
Aye.
Foodie. Evans.
Aye.
Groton.
Aye.
Mutchka. Schuster.
Aye.
Resolution 65, 2023 is passed.
And then I just have one more resolution, because we had to incorporate a wage scale of some of the utility employees that did not get incorporated last time, did not get approved. So, and that is, yeah, this is, that it? Yeah, that's it. Resolution 55, 2023, approves city wage scale amended. Whereas the city personnel and utility personnel committees have reviewed and updated wage scales as shown in Exhibit A, whereas the city personnel and utility personnel committees have recommended the approval of the updated wage scale, and whereas the attached wage scale is hereby made effective January 1, 2024, upon the recommendations of the city personnel and utility personnel committees, now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau the 12th day of December 2023. I would move for passage of Resolution 55, 2023.
Second.
Motion by Morose, second by Muchka. Further discussion? No questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Rose,
Aye.
Mutchka. Evans.
Aye.
Foodie. Groton.
Aye.
Schuster.
Aye.
Resolution 55, 2023 is passed. Anything else, Kate?
I think that's it from personnel.
Okay. Moving on, public safety. John?
Well, we had a short meeting. We had monthly reports from police chief, EMS, and fire chief. The police chief, we discussed the 2024 Humane Society contract, which we do every year. Take strays out to the Humane Society, dogs and cats. And then we had a short discussion on winter parking. There seemed to be a lot of problem with people parking on the streets for winter, for plowing snow. That is a little parking on Acorn Lane for, they have a little more problem up on town, I think, around South Main and Oak Street there. Trying to get people to park out the streets or get ticketed or towed, so it's kind of painful to plow around all these vehicles sitting up town all the time, so.
And they come out and get stuck in the middle of the road and.
So they kind of, people that own these places, they should, know where to park down Acorn Lane or a little parking spot down there, but. So hopefully they get the word and get the vehicles off the streets during the night. And then they're always looking for fire personnel and EMS personnel. If anybody's interested, fire department's got some signs up around looking for personnel. They're always looking for help, if you know of anybody. And then I had one resolution for the Humane Society contract. Resolution 63, 2023, resolution to approve Dodge County Humane Society contract 2024. Whereas the Public Safety Committee has reviewed the renewal of the Dodge County Humane Society Incorporated contract, and whereas the Public Safety Committee has reviewed an option of paying for 10 domestic strays for $2,500 plus $350 per dog for additional dogs over 10, and whereas with a $75 pickup charge during normal business hours, $150 after hours. And whereas the Public Safety Committee recommends that the attached contract identified as Exhibit A be approved, now therefore be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Juneau accepts the aforementioned recommendation passed by the Common Council of the City of Juneau this 12th day of December 2023. I move for passage of Resolution 63, 2023.
Second.
Motion by Schuster, second by Grant. Any further discussion? Pretty much boilerplate of what we do every year.
He said people just can't take dogs out there and drop them off either. You gotta get okay from the police chief, otherwise you have kinds of people taking stuff out there, we gotta pay for it, so they try to keep an eye on things that way, so.
Juneau mailing addresses is vast around the
Yeah.
whole community.
People can say, oh, I picked this up in Juneau, and they're,
Yeah,
they're not, so.
down by Lake Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay, no further discussion, roll call vote please.
Schuster.
Aye.
Groton.
Aye.
Evans.
Aye.
Tootie.
Aye.
Morose.
Aye.
Marshka.
Aye.
Resolution 63, 2023 is passed. Anything else, John? Nope. Moving on, Public Works,
We did not meet, so
no report.
no report.
Cable TV,
We did meet last night and we reviewed much needed cable TV equipment, and we approved to purchase a computer, a laptop, and a video archive storage, and the rest is basically just office supplies. We went over possibly charging for production services, and there was no action taken on that. And we had, we were asked about consulting services, and there was no action taken on that. We'll check into it more. And we were going to, we discussed video, if there's service clubs or organizations that would like their events promoted on the cable TV channel, we're asking them to come to us 30 days in advance so that we can set that up and get that on cable TV. And that was our meeting.
any question for Jane? Okay. Moving on, CDA, we did not have a meeting. Recreation,
We did not meet.
Utility Commission.
We had a meeting, and a good part of the meeting concerned the chlorine smell and taste. That is all the buzz around town. And Alex invited Brad Stush, I hope I did this right, Stushinsky from MSA. He's a engineer specializing in water treatment. And we discussed the problems and possible solutions. There is no magic bullet that's going to fix it right away, but he did give some suggestions. He suspects that there's layers of biofilm that have accumulated inside some of the pipes around town, especially some of the pipes where the water, sits stagnant and stuff, which would be suspected. His suggestion would be to flush the pipes out. You may have noticed last week, they were going around town and opening some of the fire hydrants. That's the start of it. They flush them out for 5-10 minutes. And he would like to map where all of the complaints are coming from, or see us map where all the complaints are coming from, so we can kind of track down where the problem areas are and stuff. So the commission approved $30,000 to develop a unidirectional flushing plan using the GSI maintenance software, so it could all be mapped and recorded. We're asking the public to help by contacting the water utility to let us know if they have a problem with chlorine, smell, or taste in their water. It'll help us track down where the problem is and where to attack the problems. So just so the public knows, we are addressing the problem, and it'll take some time, but it's being worked on. Alex has done a really good job attacking this problem, so. So then we had a couple other small business items. We approved $3,000 to buy a new welder. Nick reported that some outlets were installed for the Christmas trees uptown, and some of the outlets on the pole decorations had to be repaired. Work continues out at the wastewater treatment plant. And I think that's all. That's all I have. You got anything else, Dave?
Flushable wipes aren't flushable.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, right. Somebody has to take that crusade on.
You know,
Biggest hardship that we've got going here for years, we used to sample, but we didn't sample at the far end of our distribution system. And now the DNR is requiring that. So we gotta step it up at the well buildings to try and push it out to the ends, and we're still not getting it out to the level that the DNR would like. The DNR is famous for requiring mandates, but never any funding to help you out, or never any guidance, you know. So that's really the bottom line here right now. For all the years that we've been taking chlorine samples around town, we never got out on the far end of our system. We always took them somewhat close to the well buildings and what have you, just to confirm that there was adequate chlorine in the system or whatever. But yeah, this is not going to be anything that's going to be fixed soon. I'm afraid to say that. We're going to be listening to this for a long, long time, I think. So.
But I think we can assure everybody that the water is safe.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
Absolutely.
question that it's safe to drink and use and everything. So.
Are the majority of the complaints that it just smells like chlorine, or that it actually tastes? I mean, I'd have to say personally, I can smell it, but I wouldn't say that I can taste it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, if you look at social media, it's both, but. Yeah.
Well, sometimes, you know, your smell is a
Makes you
sense
taste.
that then you think
Yeah.
it tastes like that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably hard to distinguish.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It definitely does have an odor though, when you turn the
Yeah,
tap.
but, just personally, I don't taste anything different, but you get a whiff of it.
Any other questions for Dick? Seeing none, any old business tonight? Any new
what are we
business?
doing with Scott? Where are we at?
I know the DA has
For example,
everything.
we're setting our employees as well.
Right. I know the DA has everything. You know, they had a backlog for a while because they didn't have a DA after he quit. So I know when I talked to her last was a couple months ago, she was working on it. But I can follow up again because it's taking an awful long time to charge him. Usually it would go much faster.
Thank you.
What about,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, what about our South Fairfield property?
Duplex.
Duplex.
Talked to the insurance adjuster, I haven't heard any more since.
We certainly don't want to be paying out on that claim,
Right, I agree.
so.
You don't have it on your agenda tonight to
Okay.
discuss it, but no, I
Understand.
would agree.
Okay. All right.
I just wanted to say that the trees that were downtown, it's really nice addition to downtown area, and whoever did the tree lighting at the library here at the tree outside was it's awesome too. So thanks for the employees that did all that work, and the trees came from the chamber though, right? Downtown and Oak Street?
Downtown is a chain.
Business is all
The
sponsored.
business is sponsored.
And they're beautiful trees.
Yeah. Sasa was the one that,
One, it looks
Did
nice to
that
have the
program.
street light, the decorations on our main streets too.
Okay, under new business, we have approved provincial licenses for bartenders for 45 days for Sadie Gregory UTEC. Is there a motion approved?
So moved.
Motion by Foodie, second by Schuster. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Approved regular bartender's license for 2023, expires June 30th, 2024. Sadie Gregory UTEC. Is there a motion approved?
Make that motion.
Motion by Gretton,
Second.
second by Morose. Any further discussion? Seeing none, No further business, want to wish everybody happy holidays. Excuse me? Oh, vote on that, excuse me. All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. I'm not gonna wish you a happy holiday. No, make sure if you're traveling, make sure you travel safe. Get back, because we need you all around this table.
Want to have a motion to adjourn?
Yes, ma'am.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Rose, Schuster, to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.